Hey everybody, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and welcome to my end of the month haul for my horror DVD and Blu-ray pickups for the month of December. Well guys, we're in December ending, we're starting off the new year. I hope everybody had a great 2024. Mine was been roller coaster, ups and downs all over the place, some sharp turns, some issues, but you know what? That's life. Everything happens that way. Not everybody has a perfect year. So yeah, that's how it goes pretty much. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that crap. We're going to talk about films. Again, I got about 6 DVDs to show off. And then I go into the giant stacks of Blu-rays and 4Ks. So without further ado, let's get into the DVDs first. So the first one I picked up was found at Walmart. You know me, the shark films. So I found this Killer Sharks compilation DVD. It has Bull Shark 2, Bull Shark 3, and Tsunami Sharks. Okay, I had the first Bull Shark movie. I didn't even know there was other Bull Shark movies. So, yeah. It is what it is. It's all on one disc. So, yeah, we'll see how this plays off, if these are any good. Has anybody ever seen the Bull Shark movies? Like I said, I've seen the first one. I think I did a review of the first one on a Shark Collection update or a Shark Week. I don't know, but we'll see how these play off. Next up, I got through SRS Cinema. This one is called Risen. I don't know. We'll see how this plays off. Looks like an alien film. Only problem is when it came in the mail, the disc was loose out of the spool, which sucks. And you know, gets, I don't know if I can show it. It's got some scratch marks, so hopefully I can buff that out or what. But I hate when DVDs come out of the spool. So when you get them into the package, you shake it up, and all of a sudden you hear the disc moving around. It's not a good sign. It kind of sucks. But we'll give this one a shot to see if this movie is any good. Risen. I got a little Christmas shark film. I talked about this before in my 10 Christmas movies you haven't heard of. I want to get a solo release because I had it in a multi-pack. Yeah, we're talking about Santa Jaws. It has its own physical copy release. I had to have it for my own as a solo. It is goofy. It is stupid. It is fun. The shark wearing the Santa hat. Then someone spears it with a candy cane, so it turns into like a narwhal shark. It's anything that can hurt it is Christmas related. It gets people like in elf outfits and Santa outfits and all this other shit. It's goofy. I had fun with it, so I had to have my own separate solo copy. So, Santa Jaws. Next was actually surprisingly I thought was pretty good. This is from Wild Eye, and my Wild Eye purchases have been very low. A lot of stuff they've been putting out has been kind of eh. But anyway, this one is a Mark Polonia Brothers film, and this feels like it goes back to his early works. And this was fun. I actually didn't mind it. It's called The Stalking. Now, this is not, what do you think it means? This is not a Killer Scarecrow movie. It's not that. It's got a little bit of a Killer Scarecrow, but the majority of the deaths are involved with killer sunflowers and killer weeds. Yeah, it's like a killer plant movie, which I thought was pretty neat. And the cool part is when they interview Polonia about how he did the filming and everything, how certain scenes were filmed backwards to make it look like things were moving around was pretty neat. All low budget, practical effects. Yeah, I actually didn't mind this one, so go check out The Stalking. Again, it's got a little bit of a killer scarecrow, like at the end, but the rest of it's all killer sunflowers. Okay. And last for the DVDs is a TV series I've been after for quite a while. I had to get season 3 because season 3 is the Lost season. I had to get that through a different company. It's animated. But the main ones are Todd and the Book of Pure Evil, Volume 1, and Todd of the Evil Book of Evil, Season 2. So now these are finally in the collection. I love the show. I remember watching it, and the kills are great. There's a lot of cool shit happening with this whole, like, almost like a Necronomicon flying around, going to student, who really, they need help. And the book gives them help, but in a very evil, twisted kind of way. You got a lot of cool practical effects, a lot of good gore. There's like one episode with a killer birthday cake that eats people, which was crazy. There's one that turns them all into cavemen. A lot of cool kills, different episodes that deals with the different character. Like one has a killer penis episode. There's another one that has to deal with cults and everything. It's wild. Jason Mewes is in it. He plays the janitor. Yeah. So the second one ended in a weird twist, and we never got that season 3. But season 3 has been released, through animation. So I have to pick that up. But I love Todd, the book, Pure Evil. That's it for the DVDs, guys. All right, quick and easy. Let's go on to the Blu-rays and 4Ks. First up, we have is called Burito. This is a weird puppet horror film. Yeah, everything's done with puppetry, and like here's the artwork right there. That's pretty cool. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen the trailer, and the trailer looks weird, like wild. So I can't wait to dive into this one. If anybody's seen this movie, guys, let me know what you thought about a Burito. Next up, we have Alien Romulus. I never saw it in the theater. Just never had time. So I finally picked it up and watched it. I enjoyed it. I liked how it took place between the first Alien movie and the second one, Alien and Aliens. We find out some information about Big Chap. And pretty cool. I liked how it played off. And it's a very small crew involved who are being attacked by the xenomorphs and everything. I enjoyed it. I liked the Alien Romulus, so it does well. If you've never seen it, check it out. Next up, through, I think this is SCS Entertainment, we have Artificial Termination. Maybe a Terminator ripoff, probably. So we'll see how this plays off. So we have Artificial Termination through SCS Entertainment. Next up, through Scream Team Releasing, we have The Beast of Walton Street. This is an interesting take on a werewolf film. Starts off strong, then it kind of goes for a while. Like nothing happens. It's all like nothing happens through the rest of the movie until the very end. And in the end, we get some cool shit. But the werewolf lore is definitely not involved in this one, which is kind of odd. The werewolves themselves look cool. They're practical. They're on their feet like American Werewolf in London style, which I thought was neat. We get some cool blood and guts. Don't expect a high body count. You don't get that at all. But you get some cool, like one of the kills surprised me. Like, all right. And yeah, definitely check out The Beast of Walton Street through SCS Entertainment. And it even shows the werewolves right there, how they're on there. It kind of defeats the purpose when they kind of reveal that there's 2 of them on here, because there's 2 in the movie. Yeah, so that kind of ruins that part. They should have just taken those out of the picture. But again, starts off strong. We got a cool kill scene, and again, nothing happens while through the movie, which is kind of sad. I wanted more, but it was okay. Next up, 4K of Below. This is awesome. I had this on a 2-pack with The Darkness in this movie. I'm glad it's got its own solo release. Very creepy, like ghost film on a submarine. Yeah, really, I liked it. I thought it was very creepy, very eerie. The whole contained in a sub was cool because you're in a submarine. There is nowhere else to go. So yeah, definitely check out the Below, guys. Very cool and very creepy. Excuse me, through MakeFlix. I almost bought the DVD through, was it Toxic Filth? I think they had the DVD. But I waited, and then MakeFlix put it out, and that's called Blood Gorge. It's like a slasher. film. Haven't watched it yet. And this has another film called Cruel. So it's got two movies in one. Cruel and Blood Gorge. I hope he uses this weapon a lot. This just looks cool, like a giant big buzzsaw. So hopefully we get that. The mask is kind of goofy. So yeah, Blood Gorge. That's just a cool title too. So yeah, with Cruel, the Cross Village Encounter. All right. If anybody's seen this, guys, let me know. Had the first one. The second one doesn't have a Blu-ray US release, which is weird, but the third one does. I've seen the first two, never saw the third one. We're talking about Blood Rain. This is the Third Reich. This takes place in World War II. Like, the first one was really good. The second one was good. It was a Western one. It takes place in the Wild Wild West. Very goofy, very odd, but it was fun to watch. So I haven't seen the third one yet. This one takes place during World War II, where she fights Nazis. We'll see how that plays off. I actually like, again, this one to watch. I hope part 2 gets a US release. I know it has a Blu-ray, but it's Greece, or it's region 2. So I have a region 3 player, but still, I like to have them all in region 1. But anyway, Blood Rain 3, we'll check that one out. The first one's fun as hell. It's so stupid, but it's fun. Next up, I got through Severin. It's weird. I got my Severin order for the Black Friday, but I never got my Vinegar Syndrome. It's still pondering. It's still, being processed and everything. Probably going to be a while for that to ship. Hopefully it ships soon. I kind of want to see all the films in the Vinegar Syndrome once I ordered. I didn't order a lot through them, but I ordered quite a bit. But I didn't order a lot through Severin either, because, funds are funds. But this was on sale for cheap. And it's called Closed Circuit. I like the cover art. Murder in a movie theater. So someone gets shot during the movie, and then someone else sits in the same spot, gets shot at the same time. I can't have to check this one out. Maybe it's like a crime or a thriller. So if I'm seeing Closed Circuit, guys, let me know. Next up is another upgrade. We have Crowley. And this unfortunately does not have any of the special features where the DVD did. So I might keep the DVD because the executive producer and executive music producer on this is Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. And I'm a big Iron Maiden fan. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should turn this into a combo pack just to have them both. And yeah, so it's like a period piece. So Bruce Dickinson is involved. He plays the first song in the movie, like right in the beginning. Like, that's definitely Bruce. You can definitely tell. So we'll see how this plays off. Crowley, the most evil man alive. Next up, through SRS Cinema, we have the Dark House collection. This has the Dark House of Mystery and the Return to the Dark House of Mystery. And these are colorized versions. I guess you can get them separately, both black and white. Probably better to get them black and white, but to save shelf space, this was on sale, so I picked up the combo. So we'll see how these play off. Look pretty interesting. TV series. This is season 1. I think there's 2 more seasons, but only the first one is out on physical. That is called Dr. Death. This was like $10 on Amazon, so I scored a copy. It's 2 discs. It's got the episode list inside for each disc, and medical mispractice with this one doctor, this surgeon. He's pretty much butchering patients, doing experiments. And Christian Slater, and I think that's Alec Baldwin, are other doctors. They're trying to get rid of him. So we'll see. Again, it's hospital horror. It's a TV show, so we'll see how this plays off. And if it's any good, I'll track down the other seasons. Through Makeflix, we have a Grindhouse double feature. One is actually an upgrade. I had the DVD of Evil Unleashed and Zombie Chronicles. I had Evil Unleashed on DVD, so that's now upgraded. This Blu-ray is in 3D and it is in 2D. where I watched some of the 2D, and Evil Unleashed is just bad. It's goofy bad. It's a weird mummy. There's a scene where the mummy can change shape to its human form, which is a female. There's a scene where it's like lap dancing a dude, and the mummy goes back and forth between the female version and the mummified version lap dancing a dude. It's awkward. It's weird. It's like, why is this mummy lap dancing a dude? It's goofy, but it's got some good blood guts and everything, so it is low budget stuff. I don't remember who actually released the DVD, but anyway, now on double feature blue. Next up, through Trauma. And this has been on my Amazon wish list for a while, and it finally went down in price. And that's called Extreme Jukebox. This is like a weird metal slasher type thing. Like, look at that dude right there. Looks like he's got a marshmallow face that's turned into something else. We'll play it. We'll see how this goes. It's Trauma, so you never know with Trauma. Next up, we have Scream Factory with The Eye of the Cat. Now, this was I don't remember if it was a Hammer or an Amicus, or some weird short movie. There was a scene in an anthology, and this was very similar to the scene where a rich lady leaves her fortune to a bunch of cats, and she leaves her family pretty much out of the will. So they decide, well, let's change the will without her knowing, kill her so we can get her fortune. Like, why would the cats get this money? So, of course, the cats turn evil and they start killing people left and right. In the short version, there's like only 2 people involved. So, I think there's multiple people involved, or there's a couple involved. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to remember that anthology. I think it was that one that had to deal with the cats. There was a one with Christopher Lee, I think. I have to take a look. Let me know down below, too, if you remember. Okay, Upgrade of the Faculty on 4K. Had to do it. Love the Faculty. Grew up in the 90s with this movie. I remember in the theaters, the Faculty played, Sphere, and Event Horizon were like the 3 back-to-back ones. And I remember going back-to-back to watching those movies in the theater. And this was one of them back in my college days. Definitely love the Faculty. I love the whole, almost like these parasite aliens taking over people through water. They can be seen. And then we get the reveal of the mother alien, the mother parasite. Pretty fucking sick. I think it was Joe Nicotero did the effect on that one too. Anyway, next up we have a indie film called The Found Footage, the series. This is a DVD Blu-ray combo. Ooh. So you got the DVD and the Blu-ray on BDRs. They are shorts. They are all different found footage shorts, and actually came autographed for me by the director. It says, "Matthew, it's waiting for you." Love the artwork. Some of the stories are pretty good. Some are kind of like head scratchers. You're like, what the hell's going on? Well, it was enjoyable. I had a good time watching these. My wife and I sat down and watched them, and we liked it. We thought that was a good little short series. Speaking of series, had to get this through a Burn on Demand, and that is From Season 3. Since From is not getting a physical release anywhere, so I had to get a bootleg. So now I have all 3 seasons of From. I still gotta watch it. I know that's a sin, but everyone's saying it's a good show, so I'll watch it soon. Next up, through Dark Force Entertainment, we got an upgrade of the Giant Spider Invasion. They had this on sale on their website for Black Friday. I figured I'll upgrade. It doesn't have as much of the features as the Blu-ray does, so I might keep that because it has the Spider Invasion, the musical. It's got a lot of other special features, but I heard this 4K is really well done, so I'll upgrade. I'll put the other one away. Next up, we have Hell of the Living Dead through Severin. This was crazy. I watched it the other night, and it was fun. There's the other one. It does have reversible cover art with its alternate title, Zombie Creeping Flesh. And which is cool about this is the 3-disc edition. There's your 4K, there's your Blu-ray, and there's a CD soundtrack, which is awesome. Picture quality was great. It's definitely Italian. It's like zombies versus cannibals a little bit at one scene. Because it does take place in like Africa area, South America. But great time. Definitely well worth the upgrade. I had the old Blue Underground of this with another film, and I upgraded both, so this was definitely well worth it. Thank you, Severn. Next up, we have a film I did through Kickstarter, the How to Kill Monsters Blu-ray. This is pretty much a sequel to the Book of Monsters. They talk about the same director and everything. It's kind of like Evil Dead 2 meets, what did he say? He said Evil Dead 2 meets Scream, which there's nothing to do with Scream, but had that Evil Dead mixed up. Oh, Hot Fuzz. Because it has a police investigation in there. I got numbered edition. There's my number right there, so you care to see. But all practical effects. There's a little bit of CGI, but nothing crazy. I love how this black and gray case it is. This is all region. This is region free. Comes with some art cards and signature cards in there. Got my, dear backers cards saying thank you and everything. So hopefully this will get a more rounded release. But this was solid. This has a lot of cool special features. It's got interviews with cast and crew, how to make the movies and everything. And which is really neat is some of the credits are in the beginning, because with this movie, you have a bunch of teenagers, maybe after college kids are at a cabin in the woods. They decide to do a sacrifice to a demon because they want to summon a monster, and things go wrong, and then you get the end, we get credits. It's like, wait a minute. And then, boom, we go back to the movie where she follows after the horrible events that happened in the cabin. Now she's in jail. They think she's a murderer. And she's going, they're still coming. We need to, protect ourselves. And everyone's like, yeah, okay. So in this UK film, it's the end of one movie, but the beginning of another. Kind of like when you watch a regular horror film where you watch it, all the shit happens, you're like, wow, you get your lone survivor. Well, what happens to that survivor? Are they treated normal? Are they, a suspect into a murder case? So we get that, which I thought was really cool. I like that. And the credits in the beginning, after you get your main opening, you get your scenes with the blood and gore and the monster destroying everybody. She gets saved by the cops. Credits roll. We're like, what? And it's all fake credits too. It's like weird, like who played who. Then there's other like funeral attendants. There's this, and like those weren't in there. Boom. Now we're back to the film. Pretty cool. I definitely liked it. If you liked the Book of Monsters, hopefully this will get a more wider release, and definitely check out How to Kill Monsters. It was awesome. Right up my alley. Next up through, what did I get? Oh, this is another Dark Force Entertainment. We have the House of Seven Corpses, 4K. Another upgrade from my Blu-ray. I think this glows in the dark. I don't know. I haven't tested this slip cover. It's got some cool bossing on it, so I'm gonna see if this glows in the dark. But anyway, House of Seven Corpses. Another interesting zombie film. Yeah. So this is through Dark Force Entertainment. I got that through their sale. Got some anime with Humanoid Monster Bem, the complete series. This just looks crazy. That old 70s, 80s animation, which I enjoy. There you go. There's some more artwork. Crazy. That's what they actually look like in their monster form. And that's what they look like in their humanoid form. Even though they're not really humanoid. So yeah, can't wait to dive into this. If you guys seen this cartoon, this animation, let me know. Amazon. Barnes & Noble is now carrying A24. So I figured, well, I'm going to grab I Saw the TV Glow off them. They only had a couple copies. So I was like, all right, I'll snag a copy. It's in this weird cardboard digipack thing. I don't know. What do you want to call it? It slides out. Haven't watched it yet, but I heard this is a crazy film. Not really horror, I heard, but we'll see. But maybe that much of a weirdness that belongs in the collection. So if anybody's seen this one, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of I Saw the TV Glow. Then we have old school, The Land That Time Forgot. Some more cool old dinosaur horror from the 50s and 60s. I think. Yeah. Finally on Blu-ray. Thank you. Next up, we have The Last Video Store. This was solid. I actually had a good time watching this. About this woman who her father goes missing. So she returns these tapes to this video store. And then one of the tapes is the Necronom tape. It's almost like if the Necronomicon was a VHS tape. So the owner puts it in the player, and then whatever was on the tapes previous come to life. Like there's one that's an alien creature. It kind of reminds me of the Predator movie, but the Jean-Claude Van Damme Predator costume. That creature. And it's CGI'd, this weird bug-like creature going around the video store, so they have to fight that. The other one was a Jason ripoff. Then, of course, they try to get a hero from another videotape in to help him fight. Really weird, really well done. I liked how this played off. I had a great time watching this. There's a lot of shorts on here as well from the previous ones. There's even like a creature made out of VHS tapes, which I thought was really neat. So The Last Video Store. Definitely check it out, guys. I'm going to keep going. Next up, through Severin, we have The Mask of Satan. That really weird slipcover. Don't know anything about this movie. This is a complete blind buy for me. I like that mask too. So if anybody's seen this one, guys, let me know below. So yeah, The Mask of Satan. So we got this weird looking hand mask. Like there's hands holding it over the eyes. We will see. Next up, we have another anime. We have Maro Chan. This is a solid book. So pretty much you have on the side here, there's a enamel pin in here. There's a book. Then you got the Blu-ray itself of the collection. Then there's a little mini book in there as well. So it's like ghost stories, and I think she can see ghosts, and the ghosts are all fucked up. So if anybody's seen this anime, guys, let me know down below how this series is. And for what it wasn't badly priced on Amazon for the big box set. And it's this big, solid card box, too, which I thought was awesome. So let me know. Yep, bought another copy of The Mist. I love this movie. So I wanted a 4K. I have it on Steelbook, but I'm not a big Steelbook fan, so I'll keep the Steelbook. But I want it on the shelf. So I love this artwork here. Very Lovecraftian in the cover of that with the tentacles and shit. I love The Mist. Ever since I saw it in the theater, I freaking fell in love with it. So yeah, The Mist. Another 4K. Hopefully I'm done buying it. Next up is a documentary called My Life with the Living Dead. This is the story of John A. Russo, the man who created the flesh-eating zombies. So we have a documentary of Night of the Living Dead with John Russo. I met him before. He's a very nice guy. He was at a convention before. I got his autograph. He signed one of my old editions, DVDs of Night of the Living Dead. So another documentary to add to the collection. This one I got free from another order. This is through Mega City, called The Night of Doom. I did not order this. I ordered a different film. This came with it as a bonus. Looks like some Italian new drug that is out turning people fucking crazy. All right, I'll give it a shot. Again, got it free, so can't be that bad, right? Next up, we have through Scream Team releasing, I got another anthology called Night Terrors. This one has there's a Killer Santa Claus movie scene. This doctor, his daughter is dying of a rare cancer, I think it was. So he's going out killing people to try to find a cure. And the third one, what's the guy with the baseball bat? Wow, what the hell was the third one? I don't remember. Oh, my eyes are going. Victims. Oh, the STD. There's an STD that's going around college, and this guy's a virgin. He likes this girl, and of course, this STD is going around killing people or turning them into like a zombie-like plague, whatever it is. So, and of course, the wraparound is a girl doing a babysitting gig with her little brother, and she's telling these stories, trying to get him to sleep. Yeah, wasn't bad. Since this doesn't have an actual physical release, I got a bootleg of it. And it's Toby Hooper's Night Terrors with Robert Englund. So we'll see how this plays off. I found this on eBay. So again, it's another 80s film. 80s or 90s? So we'll see. It's one I've been after for a while, but it doesn't have a release. So I figured I'll get a bootleg for now and go from there. Another upgrade of Poltergeist on 4K. I thought I had this. When I checked my wall, no, I had the Blu-ray. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to get the 4K. Weird. My database says I have the 4K. I looked everywhere, and I don't, so I bought it. Anyway, next up, through Makeflix, we have the Pumpkin Man Saga. This is David the Rock Nelson's Pumpkin Man setup. There he is right there, Dave the Rock Nelson. So we'll see how these are. Knowing him, very low budget. All right, here's the other upgrade. Rats, the Night of Terror. This is awesome. Italian killer rat flick. A post-apocalyptic world. These survivors end up in a place to find food, water, and it's infested with these rats. I love this artwork too. This has different artwork, but I enjoy this one because there's a specific scene with these individuals with the masks and everything, and the slipcover says it all right there. Yep, that actually happens. It's fucking wild. Next up, we have the Red Book Ritual. This was like a witch film. I saw the trailer, looked interesting. Found it on Amazon, so we'll see if this looks cool. I love the artwork with the whole woman with that weird book in her face. So we'll play that one by ear and see how that goes. Next up we have Rippy, a zombie kangaroo movie, which is fucking awesome. It's Australian. I had a great time with it. It's a zombie kangaroo film that turns into a zombie film. Yeah. This was fun. I was waiting for this movie to come out. It had different names at first. Like it was called the Red One. Then there was another one called Rue was a different name. Like it came out with different titles until it finally got the name Rippy. I know there's a steelbook out there, but I'm just glad to have that one right there. Another upgrade from Bluray, Scream, not your Ghostface movie. This is a weird slasher. These guys are whitewater rafting, and yeah, those. It's just goofy. It's just weird. But now we have that on 4K. I held off for a while, and then it went out of print for a bit. Then Dark Force had some up on their site for their sale, so I picked up a copy to upgrade. Got some Christmas films coming up. We have A Silent Bite. This is a vampire film. You have a bunch of robbers dressed up as elves and Santas. They're in a hotel. And yeah, vampires come to visit. Haven't watched it yet, but I'll probably wait till next year to watch it to see how this plays off. That's what I usually do. Another Christmas film called Sleigh Ride, another Santa Claus slasher where a guy in a Santa suit's going around hacking and slashing. We'll see. Next up, this looks pretty cool, called The Soul Eater. This is Blu-ray, came in a cool black case. Now what you think, maybe a true crime or whatever. We'll see how this one plays off. I heard Dave there from showed this off, so we'll see. Okay. SRS Cinema, we have the Tales from Deep Hell. So the anthology. See how that plays off. I upgraded. I got Terrifier 2 now on 4K. So I'll get rid of my Blu-ray. And speaking of that, got Terrifier 3 with the lenticular cover. I saw this in the theater. It was fun. My favorite scene's the mall scene. So Terrifier 3 now on 4K. I think the first one still needs a 4K. Next up, awesome. We got the Toxic Crusaders now on their own physical Blu-ray release. Thanks to Troma. Fun turning Toxic Avenger into a kids film. Yeah, this spawned a kids film. Kids toys, kind of like Ninja Turtles, which I have a Toxic Avenger figure myself. There's a video game coming out, which hopefully comes out on PlayStation, because I definitely want to play it, beat them up. So now we have all the Toxic Crusader cartoons. The only way to get it was on a DVD box set, which was weird. And I was thinking about getting it, but glad I waited. Next up through Makeflix, we have A Very Bloody Sick Christmas Special. This was only available through them during Christmas time. I figured I'll grab that to see what it is. I think they watch a specific movie which has a release. And through Bloodsick Productions, it's got like fake hosts and everything. They got fake commercials. And they're watching a horror Christmas movie. So I'll give that one a watch. On sale, I picked up the Vincent Price Collection Volume 3. Yeah. I only have Volume 1. It came damaged too, a little bent there, but you know what? When you angle it a certain way, you can't really tell. This has Master of the World, The Tower of London, Diary of a Madman, Cry of the Banshee, and The Evening with Edgar Allan Poe. I have the first one. The second one's out of print, but I have all of them on separate solo releases, so I'm not going to bother. But figured I'd get 1 and 3 into the collection. Next up, we have through SRS Cinema called Why, the Abnormal Entertainment Collection. There's a movie on here that actually have an upgrade. On here, there's a movie called Blown. I actually had it on DVD, so now I have it on this Blu-ray collection. And Blown is a killer sex doll movie. It gets jealous and starts killing people. So yeah, why? And last, this is the movie I actually ordered when I got that that drug movie. And this one's called Witch Stars. The trailer looked fucking weird. It's like I don't know, weird. I think this might be Italian as well. It takes place on Halloween with witches and monsters and aliens. Like, there's a lot of weird shit going on. You watch the trailer and you're like, the fuck? I gotta see this. So of course I ordered this through Mega City Productions, and we'll give it a watch. It's sometime soon. It's probably gonna be fucking trippy. Yeah. Who knows? It could suck. Anyway, all right, guys. If you stayed around this whole time, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my end of the month haul. Again, sorry, my Vinegar Syndrome hasn't shown up yet. Hasn't even been shipped yet. So hopefully that'll ship soon. Would be nice, you know, to get those movies to come in, especially to keep. That'll be a big upgrade from the DVD that I have. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this end of the month haul. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the movies that I have seen and haven't, and the ones that you've seen that I have not seen. And again, if you haven't, please like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And again, thank you. And thank you very much for watching through this whole entire year and years, for being a subscriber for me. I really enjoy it. I'm glad my little channel's growing. Again, I don't make any money on this. I just do this for fun. Met some great friends doing this. Just showing off my collections, talking about what I love is horror movies, and just having a good time. Again, thank you again for doing that, watching my videos, commenting, liking, and again, for subscribing to me. So 2025 is going to be right around the corner. Unfortunately, I got to work tonight, so there's no celebration for me. So it is what it is. The hospital never closes. Hopefully the ER is going to be good to me tonight because I think I'm going to have it. So we'll see how that plays off. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll know until I walk into the building. So anyway, again, thank you. And please be safe tonight. If you're going to drink and party, drive safe. You know, the cops are going to be out left and right. So this is going to be a big party night. 2025 is going to be a whole new year. I can't wait to see what it brings. Hopefully some good stuff and some good horror films, new ones, releases. I hope we get some cool releases. So yeah, let me know below. What do you hope for 2025? Is there anything that you hopefully we get a release, or movie-wise, or just in general? Again, thanks again, and stay safe, and time to put some shit away. Later, guys. Peace.